A lot of guys do this. A lot of guys do this. A lot of guys do this. And a lot of guys don't know that they're doing it, man. And it's trying to accommodate the bad or shitty moods of your woman, right? And this is typically when you see women say, well, I'm going to get mad. If you don't stop, I'm going to get mad. Or if such and such, if I don't get this, and I'm going to get mad, or I'm upset right now. Typically, you see men trying to do whatever they need to do so the woman is not mad or not angry or, don't throw a hissy fit or whatever. This is very submissive and it's very subservient when you're trying to run behind a woman's emotions and trying to run behind a woman's fucking moves, especially if you ain't do shit. Or if it's, especially if her, she just being moody or just being a woman. A lot of guys try to calm her down. Baby, what do you need? Whatever you need, send in flowers. Don't be mad at me, please, or whatever. And it's not just anger. It's a woman if she's annoyed or aggravated or if she's hurt or crying or whatever the emotion may be, whatever the shitty negative emotion may be. A lot of guys rush to try to put a Band-Aid over it. And in reality, you really can't, right? If anybody has ever been around children, and I'm not one of them women or children things. I think that's wild. But if anybody has ever been around children, you see this in children. I have 3 children, so I see it. You see it with toddlers. And what I'm saying is, when toddlers throw tantrums when they don't get their way, they throw tantrums. And the more the parent, and you see this with moms a lot, the more the woman, the mom or the parent tries to negotiate, accommodate, be nice to, be loving, soft parent, gentle, give them what they want. Typically, the worse the toddler gets. Sometimes they'll get worse in the moment, or incrementally as time go on, the behavior starts to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until the kid fucking go to jail, right? And the kid do something to somebody because they didn't get their way. You see what I'm saying? So, human beings do this, but women do this as well, right? Women do this. And so whenever your woman is throwing a hissy fit or in her motherfucking attitude or in her fucking mood, let her do her and just remove yourself and, holler at me when you get your mind right, but trying to accommodate a woman and you're just going to create a monster. Now she sees that she has a man who she can manipulate and into getting whatever she want or, whatever she need. If a woman be like, oh, I'm mad, I don't give a fuck if you're going to get mad. I don't care. Oh, you better don't say that, or I'm going to get mad, or chill out before I get mad. I don't care. Get mad. What the fuck you do? Ooh, I'm shaking in my fucking boots. That's what I tell a woman. I'm shaking in my boots. I don't give a fuck about you being mad. That's a human emotion. Get mad. I'm not finna try to accommodate you and baby calm down and please no. Go sit your ass in a corner somewhere and figure that shit out. And it's just a human emotion. It'll roll over. It'll die off. It'll dissipate. And then I'll engage again. But you never want to engage with a woman when she's like that, trying to accommodate that, because that makes you submissive, and that puts her, that gives that woman power over you. You see what I'm saying? Because she sees that you're rattled when she's rattled. And a lot of women will use that against you to manipulate you, to get attention from you. They'll use it to escape accountability when it's time, when they do something wrong and they violate you. When they do something wrong and they violate you, they'll use that. They'll use your fear of their emotions or your fear of their negative moods. They'll use that to try to escape accountability, or they'll use that to get your way. What are you scared of? What's she gonna do when she mad? Be mad and be boiling and raise her blood pressure? Don't let that shit affect you. You disengage. Disengage until she get her mind right. Especially if you didn't do anything. Especially if you didn't violate one of her boundaries. But if she upset with you over some trivial shit or some bullshit, who gives a fuck? Because you, at the end of the day, you're a human being and you're not perfect. There's always something to be mad at. If a person is looking hard enough, they can find something to be upset or aggravated or annoyed or whatever. They can find something to be upset about. So don't let yourself become a prisoner to a woman's negative moods, because they will use that against you. And this is very submissive. And, the more you do this, the more you take a subservient position in your relationships. A lot of women do they men like this, and a lot of you guys fall for this type of shit. So she crying because her feelings hurt because you said some shit. Again, if you did something, you say something, you explain yourself, you give the reassurance that you need, and let that be that. You know, you right your wrong, and let that be that. Don't try to go and, you know, a woman may ask you a question, oh, baby, am I fucking getting fat? And you tell her, you know, you can stand to lose a couple pounds, or, you know, we all look better when we slimmer. You know, she get in her feelings and want to have an attitude all day. Don't try to accommodate her because she fucking asked you. She asked you. You know, or you may be caught up in your video game, or you may be feel like doing something else, you know, that don't got nothing to do with her. Or she just may be on her period and moody, or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case may be, don't try to rush to fix it or rush to accommodate her. Let her be a human being and go through her own mood cycle and emotions and learn how to regulate her emotions on her own. Because what you're doing is creating a monster. What you're doing is just like everybody else in her life, right? Enable her to be that way. Enable her to dump her negative emotions on everybody else instead of learning how to deal with her own shit. Because she's an adult now, she has to deal with processing her emotions and letting her emotions pass and doing with those emotions what need to be done with instead of dumping it on other people. You're essentially a toxic dump when you let women do that to you. You know, and again, I tell a woman, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck you telling me for? I'm gonna get mad. I'm mad now. What the fuck you telling me for? I don't give a fuck. Oh, you know, I'm gonna get mad. So what? What the fuck you gonna do to me? Any woman that ever dealt with me will tell you that that's what I'd say. So you better go sit your ass fucking down somewhere. Excuse me, hit the mic. You better go sit your ass fucking down somewhere. Sit your ass down somewhere and get out my face and holler at me when you calm down. You know, but don't fall for that. Because if they see that they can do you like that, to them, you're going to be their little toy and their little bitch. And that's a subservient position that you don't want to be in.